Was it?
Not much, really.
Yep. Not much.
No.
That's good. Well, alrighty then. I believe we're pretty well and truly caught up.
More or less, aside from all the times that you tried to reduce the amount of detail that was written in this divine book.
Blasphemy. The coward is a mental figure.
The coward was there and dead.
I didn't see a body.
We didn't see the bodies of the mimes either.
I heard something about it. But the coward is a mysterious being. Much like Gavin.
Gavin had his presence. The coward just went around touching people.
Hey, don't reduce the coward's actions. What was it?
He rendered assistive touches and threw pebbles.
Not assistive touches. Please. Okay. Last chapter before this one.
So the last chapter was all about Tristane, the quantum sword, the farmer, and the kid that stole raw grains to feed his mother.
Why? Why was that chapter about that?
Because we needed to know who Tristane was.
Is that going to come back? Is he in this next one?
Maybe.
Then do begin, my good sir, with the great Lord Galahad.
All right. We are on chapter 14, Meeting of the Lords. Sorry, Meeting of Lords, not Meeting of the Lords. We have to start our fuck up of grammar early here.
No, that still works. Still works on some level.
Yeah, but if it's like the main 12 lords, like this isn't just a meeting of like a bunch of like lesser vassal lords. This is of 12 fucks like that govern districts of the entire kingdom. You think it would be the lords?
Do you really think they do much governing?
Well, they stop people from hunting. They look for bodies.
I don't think those are very good good reasons to support the idea, but
they burn their own houses down when their wife's pregnant and giving birth.
Just a little bit. It helps with the lungs. All right. Well, yeah, like you expose. It's like an exposure sort of development.
All right. The focus on this one is Galahad,
the most virtuous.
Galahad stormed through the empty hallway with a stern look on his face. The light of the setting sun poured through the glass windows, glaring his sight. Although the halls were vacant, sounds of the royal court filled them full. I don't think you needed to...
Just as beautiful.
I don't think you needed to word it like that.
Filled them full.
Galahad knew he could already feel the sigh emerging from his throat. Wait, what?
Huh?
Fucking hell. Galahad knew he could already feel the sigh emerging from his throat, knowing and dreading the moment when he steps in the room. He burst through the golden-lined double doors, with each of their heads turning in unison upon his arrival, following with silence. It felt as a pin drop in that room if it did. I'm not sure.
I believe this is third person present tense. I believe that's what style it is, but I'm trying to see if it alternates at all.
Oh. Just relax. Just sit back and enjoy this fucking ride of tents and perspective. Nevertheless, he cleared his throat. He knew when he arrived, some of the members would feel disdain towards him. Each and every head turned to him in curiosity. Slamming the doors behind me, I swallowed the irritation already crawling and scratching at me as I plastered on a brave face, focusing on the matter at hand.
It was very kind for me to mention.
Yes, it was.
Now it's first person. Okay.
I was there to gain one thing and one thing only, and I would damn well keep every pompous ass in that courtroom until I got what I deserved. I shouted, "The demons of Alvarez are pressing closer and closer to the borders of the north." I strode towards the table, where a map had laid out on the hardwood figurines of soldiers scattered across the kingdom Maladin, labeling where they were placed and for what purpose they were there.
There are already demons beyond the border now.
Don't worry about those. We're giving up on those. They won.
He might have went back, Gluten, he might have had enough.
I dared to pick a few of the soldier figurines from the outer edges of the map and placed them with the soldiers on the northern region. I need more soldiers to aid in the battle at the northern region. They are dying, and we are slowly losing to Alvarez.
You see, when he said I dared, I think that's like going into past tense, and then it goes back into present tense, I think.
Yeah, because dared would be past tense, and then we...
It's just...
Hasn't the Alvarithian Empire fallen? So how are they losing to them?
Well, the more important question is, how the fuck do they even know this is supposed to be just obscured information that none of them are aware of?
Yeah, what is the whole flow of information here? Because I thought, didn't the king hear something about it, or no? Something about William?
I believe that the way it was set up in the book is the king knows of Korg, like ancient Korg, and very few people know of like Korg's conquering for some fucking reason. But in terms of them knowing Alvarez, like the Alvarician kingdom, I don't recall anyone else ever mentioning it or being noted that they're aware of it.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like looks like Galahad kind of just has all the information now. He knows it's the Alvarez kingdom.
His son knows how to use all the weapons, and he knows all the knowledge, except for when he has fucking dementia and just forgets people in front of him.
That's why he forgets. The all-knowing means it gets pushed out.
Like half the time he knows everything. The other half the time he's like Bran. He's just staring vacantly, looking at like history's wheelchairs.
So much information.
When he enters, he could hear the grumbling around the long table, their voices overlapping each other in senseless yelling and arguing. All the representatives of each house stayed silent, waiting for me to say more as they sat on their polished, cushioned chairs. I recognized all of them, memorizing their names. There were at least 13, all sat around the table. Balin of Vale, Theron of Jarl, Golad of Clawid,
oh god,
Galahad of Galat, which it seems a little weird that he's listing himself in the group sitting at the fucking table, even though he's standing there. It's just a doppelganger. Askaland, not Askalad, Askaland of Betchalot, Bully of Terran, Tom of Barley, Lanson of Bertillion, Richar of Chanelet, Ral of Hardon, Harger of Larmaton, And Anthony of House Aslan. Now this is officially the first time we spot that bastard, just so you know.
Oh. Why are the kings represented as lords here?
No. You see, Ansthanis/Asthanius, he's not mentioned in this list.
But Anthony Alonso's a king. Is he not?
Or wait, no, fuck. My bad. Hold on. I fucked up. Because that's Anthony of House Aslan. That's not Anthony Alonso. My mistake. My mistake. I think that's the next.
Are you sure?
No, because it's at the bottom of the chapter. My bad.
Okay. Still, though, that seems just kind of like you just kind of. I mean, I would do this if I were writing a book, just come up with random names and then eventually assign them to something. But that definitely seems like what's happening here, unless there's a whole bunch of notes about each of them.
They aren't random names. Listen, Betchelot, Barley, Bertillion, Channelet, Hardon. These are reasonable last names.
Well, certainly. Wait, are those last names or?
Those are last names, yeah.
Those are domains, aren't they? Well, I guess they could be just last name. But you see, like, of makes it sound like it's a place, but maybe it could also be a house.
I'm the way I'm kind of looking at it, it seems to be like a house. In the notes, it does include like house blank, and then it lists their first names.
Also, I'm having trouble knowing if something is present tense or past tense with the representatives of each house stayed silent. I don't know. Is that present tense?
Well, that's immediately after a sentence that says that they were all arguing and in fucking uproar.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not like in continuity there. But I think that's like present past tense, past present, present past. I don't freaking know. It's too complicated. I tried to learn this stuff. You got to if you want to write anything, but
I think it's past tense because you have stayed, waiting. Well, no, waiting is present.
Yeah, but
and then sat.
Stayed is past tense, but it's used in like a present tense situation. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I'll just have to fucking look it up and learn more. I can't figure this out if I want to write something. You know, I got some ideas, but I don't know if we'll ever be talking about them here.
I think the important thing is that we have like a base level. We have a base level with this, and there's no fucking way to dig deeper. We have found the bedrock of this Minecraft Minecraft map.
Well,
good.
Do continue, my good lord.
They were all present and sitting. Only one member of the court was standing. Winbert Clowed, the king's knight and Skolad's brother.
Jesus. He's a lord too.
But I didn't know whether to count him as part of the meeting. His eyes were lost somewhere, despite his gaze facing straight ahead in the mask of seriousness.
Well, that is a pretty good mask, I guess. I'd like to have that.
I tore my eyes away from the knight, directing the court's focus onto the northern region battle as I said, "This is non-negotiable. An action must be made to aid my soldiers. I can't keep sending my own men to die on the field without any help and barely enough equipment." There was not a single quiver in my voice that suggested I was playing games, and I eyed each and every member of the court with a dead serious expression, except the king, who I acknowledged with a nodding bow.
He really should have borrowed the mask of seriousness from Winbert.
When one member finally spoke, I nearly audibly groaned to find that it was Balin who spoke first. "Who are you to barge in here and demand soldiers for this battle? How can you assume that we do not have battles to face on our own?"
Do you? He's kind of the only one that mentioned fighting demons.
Yeah, I mean, they're fucking demons. You built a chode wall. you built a chode wall to keep them out.
Who the fuck built that wall? Dang. Somebody dropped the ball from the time that wall was built to now.
Well, I mean, it definitely wasn't the first men. It was probably the first autists or something. Just they did it halfway.
Oh god, well, yeah, we don't even know the time frame. It could have been 50 years, could have been 5,000.
Yeah, we have no reference to actual time span.
But it seems at least like nobody's calling it a myth yet. So maybe they all believe there's demons and know of the demons.
I furrowed my brows. I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation at hand. And I don't think you understand court etiquette, interrupted Balin, his nose scrunching in plain disgust at my actions. Had this interaction not been within the courtroom, I would have buried his face deep into the wood of the table until that nose stayed permanently scrunched. Which is a bit aggressive. I mean, he's spoken twice, and you already want to just beat the shit out of him.
Don't fuck with Galahad, boy. He's one of Arthur's knights.
Instead, I took a deep breath. With all due respect, Representative Balin of Vale, but etiquette should be very well... Sorry, fuck. But etiquette should very well be the least of our concerns when the Alvarez demons are scorching our land as we speak and killing our men. So that would make it clear at that point that they all know that there are demons actively pouring into the kingdom. Because he's stating it pretty much openly without any, like, retort.
Yeah. Nobody has countered it yet, like other than to say, well, that's your problem.
Your men, Balin countered. Have you not considered how much this would cost us to aid you? Perhaps the issue at hand is not our lack of help, but rather your inability to protect the border and strategize a way to win the battle.
Maybe we should just let the demons kill you, then you'll see.
I mean...
But then what?
I'm trying to... Balin's whole response here is like, well, you just need to be strategizing more. They're fucking demons. they're demons pouring into the kingdom.
We all know about these demons, but we don't care. We could beat them easy. I guess he really underestimates them.
I ground my teeth so hard I feared that they had turned to dust. Again, Galahad has no fucking anger control.
You know how much pressure that would be? Holy shit.
Like, I think he'd know if they even started cracking because he'd be in agony. But yeah, his teeth just start exploding.
I mean, just some asshole barges in. I need soldiers, and as soon as you say no, he just starts cracking and breaking his fucking teeth.
Bring me my other set of dentures.
But I squandered the rage inside my comma?
Inside his what?
But I squandered the rage inside my, and then there's a comma. Gripping the edge of the table until my knuckles turned white.
Oh, he is real mad. I mean, it is a pretty serious situation, but, you know, is everybody agreeing with Balin, or are you just getting mad at this one guy?
Skolad, Winbert, get this fucking psychopath out of the courtroom.
This isn't kindergarten or fucking high school. It's not you versus Balin. What's everybody else got to say? Come on. Come on, make your case.
I continued to explain, as calmly as I could manage. It's like the demons are multiplying. There are simply too many for me and my men to fight. My eyes flickered to Balin, and I pinned him with a look as I said, "It's not about strategy or my inability to do anything. It's the simple fact that the enemy have outnumbered my men, and at this point, the northern region is being left unprotected."
Very good point.
There we go. King Anthony, right fucking there.
That son of a bitch. He's in. He's here.
There he is. There he is.
Show us what you've got.
King Anthony seemed to think for a moment, his head bent low for almost the longest minutes of my life before he finally looked up and said, "That is troubling news, Galahad." And then his gaze flickered to Balin in acknowledgement as he said, "But Balin has a point. All our representatives have their own battles, their own worries. Have you any proof that there is no hope for the soldiers battling in the North region?"
Oh my god.
What kind of proof could he possibly provide?
Demons?
Fucking...
Death? Demons?
How do you prove of like 1,000 people died? You can't bring them all here. What the fuck is he expecting?
He just sends carts and carts of fucking corpses.
Like, fuck, just cut off an ear of each of them and just give them a pile of ears. Like, what does he expect? What could be proof? There's no possible way.
I was silent at that, which had been my only mistake in the meeting, as Balin took the opportunity to open his mouth while I was thinking.
Also, he's a lord. Why would they not take him at his word? Why would he be lying? What does he gain from lying? A bunch of troops get sent there and there's no demons? What happens then? Like, he's a fucking lord. He's not just a peasant telling them this.
Look, man, if you heard about this guy just burning down his fucking house and taking iconic naps, you're gonna be a little cautious.
Okay. Well, yeah, definitely. But, like, I thought they held real high positions here. Usually it's not a matter of, proving stuff once you're that high. You kind of just, your word is your bond.
He was grandfathered in. He didn't actually earn the position.
Ah, yes. His father Galahad. That was the true Lord.
You see, he has nothing to back up his statement. You simply cannot march into this room and demand soldiers because the pressure is too much for you to handle. The cost of sending soldiers to aid in another region alone, for small reasons such as this.
So they believe him, but they don't believe him.
This is the furthest thing from a small reason. I blew up, unable to contain my rage as my hand slammed on the table, sending some of the figurines toppling. "Galahad, control yourself or you will be removed from the courtroom," the king boomed, his voice echoing across the room, but at that point I hadn't a care in the world what would happen to me. Lives were on the line, all of them depending on me to save them, and if I failed, I would never be able to live with myself. No one here understands what is on the line for. Not only the soldiers on the North region, but all of your regions too, my voice echoed, perhaps even louder than the king's as I motioned to the northern region on the table. The moment those demons break through the border and defeat my soldiers, all of your regions will be vulnerable for attack. And then, Balin, I snapped my head to him, will you still worry about the cost of soldiers? He was satisfyingly silent. All of them were. And as I opened my mouth to speak again, someone burst through the golden-lined doors of the meeting room. "Father!" My son had rammed through, covered in blood with an injured male draped over his shoulder, bleeding over him. I paled at the sight, not knowing whose blood it belonged to. "Gorg!" I rushed over to him. "Are you hurt? What happened?" "This man escaped an attack at Fortress Harwood. They need help or they may all die." His breathing was rushed, panting. And he needs medical attention.
Did he run all the way there?
Oh yeah, Korg's fucking fast, dude.
He's on it.
He's Cord.
I motioned to a nearby guard who rushed towards the soldier, and they walked out of the door to find a medic. I turned to my son, placing a hand on his bloodied soldier. the soldier is pet now. You've done well, son. I took the opportunity to turn around, facing the court's dumbstruck faces. Which, actually, thinking about it, why the fuck did Korg bring a fucking injured dude into the courtroom? Why wouldn't he take him to the medic in the first place?
Take him to the infirmary.
Why the fuck did he barge into the fucking royal courtroom?
Did they plan this?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think he would have got there faster without a guy on his shoulder. Oh, fucking Gordon just beat the guy up in an alley. That's part of the plan.
Yeah, the soldier never spoke. He could have just kicked the shit out of a homeless guy and dragged him in.
They want proof. We'll give them proof.
If it is proof you need, that should be proof enough. At this, my voice did waver in anger and frustration at their inability to aid my soldiers. There was silence in the... Fucking goddamn it. There was silence until the king cleared his throat. Galahad, you were right to bring this to our attention. I will need volunteers to aid Galahad's second force of soldiers for this mission. Glad that was enough.
Yeah, that was pretty, you probably should have just listened to him in the first place. Because his demons, he's a lord.
For a moment.
They did a quick 180 there.
For a moment, nobody raised their hand or stood. I resisted the urge to protest and refused to send a second force of soldiers. But I had a feeling this would be the only compromise they were willing to give, so I clamped my mouth shut. So, what he's basically saying is if no one helps him, he's just going to say fuck it and not send anyone? Isn't that still going to cause, like, rampant demon rape and murder in his lands? I mean...
He was saying even though they want to send people, he just doesn't want to send them, but he will because he fucking has to. Said, I'm done. You guys bullied me. Now I'm not going to send my second force.
But all that's going to do is just kill more of his own fucking people. Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
No, he's going to move them south. His whole kingdom.
I will send a force of soldiers to the north if someone will also accompany my men along the mission, spoke a representative. It was Skolad, who had been mostly silent and within his own presence in the meeting. I gave him a grateful look just as one other representative stood, and my eyes widened to find who it was. Balin of Vale was standing. A solemn expression streaked his face. I did not understand how dire your situation was. I will aid you with my soldiers also.
This one guy. One bloody guy.
Just one silent injured dude.
You thought, like, there was nobody injured? And that's why he said, screw it. It sounded like pretty sure he said a lot of his men were dying. So what? Handle it better. Oh, one guy is bloody? Oh, God. We gotta send everybody.
I sighed with relief, awaiting the king's order. He nodded. Very well, Galahad. Prepare your troops. Additional troops will meet you in the north. And at that, no one protested. The king stared at the window, where the sun had started to fully set, and the sky started to speck with stars.
I can't believe there was one guy injured.
What time is it?
I guess it's afternoon, evening, dusk.
All right.
I suppose that concludes the meeting. I dismiss all representatives from the table. There was a fucking chapter dedicated to Galahad summoning a meeting of the lords, and it was like 5 fucking minutes. Really?
Good. Good, but also, Lord, why? This is something that should easily have been handled without a meeting.
Yeah.
Guys, demons, death, help, send letters. They all send men.
There was a scratch as the chairs dragged on the ground. All the men stood up and the crowd following. Damn it. This fucking book makes me just unable to fucking read. All the men stood up and the crowd followed after the king was escorted from the room. I waited for a moment, staring at the figurines of troops in the northern region, labeled on the map. My heart gave a lurch at the sight of it, hoping and praying that I could save them. That this new force of soldiers would save them. Voices...
Well, cannons couldn't do anything, so... Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're dead.
The whole kingdom's dead of cannons. Cannons are like the technology. That's the best they got. What else do they got?
Clearly Alegord, you know?
Well, obviously.
He's the hero.
But did it have more swords like Henry? That would help. That did, like, something, I think.
It didn't do a fucking thing. It set on fire and told us that Alegord was pure of heart, which is a fucking lie. That sword's just a
It
prop.
lied to it.
Voices broke my train of thought. Giggles in the hallway. I thought they had been maids at first, servants having fun, until I realized I recognized one of the voices, and it took one laugh at the breath of a name for me to know exactly who was out there. Still, nothing could have prepared me as I walked through the door. Beholding Winbert and Queen Maricela in the dark, their proximity was an alarmingly questionable distance.
Wimbert, no.
At the sound of my entrance, they immediately parted, their faces remaining neutral. Your Majesty, said Winbert, nodding in the Queen's direction. Thank you, in one word, for escorting me personally, Sir Winbert, said the Queen, sounding nothing at all like the giggles I had heard through the walls of the meeting room.
Why? Why, Queen? Why, Wimbert? Why were they in there?
Because the king's fucking insane and he doesn't think he's married, and so he's trying to find a wife, even though she's right there, and he just had a conversation with her in bed.
It's actually Wimbert's wife. Pretending to be his wife.
The Queen looked to me, a surprised look on her face, so convincing I nearly thought I had imagined their encounter. She smiled. Galahad, you presented a very good argument this evening, so I heard. They just finished. How does she know?
Wimbert was telling, that's what she was giggling about. You won't believe what just fucking happened.
This dumbass just walked in and brought a body. Yes, I suppose. I was in desperate need for more soldiers, Your Majesty, I answered, unsure of how to confront the situation. Deciding against it, I gave her a slight nod. Have a good night. I shall take my ride home. Very well, good night to you, answered the Queen, not a single change in her tone. She sounded like she normally did, and there was nothing the slightest bit suspicious in her voice. I began to think I certainly had imagined it, so I shook my head and walked away, not allowing myself to think further on a topic I had no right to question. I simply glanced to the knight, Winbert, whose gaze still faced straight ahead, his expression completely and utterly blank. He didn't spare me a glance back, but I had a feeling he could feel my eyes narrow at him. As I walked outside of the castle walls, towards the stables, letting the night air pinch my skin, I erased the memory from my mind. My horse neighed, nuzzling my shoulders as if he could sense my discomfort, and I smiled, caressing the side of his face.
Good man, Galahad, good man. Forget it all.
I didn't have time to fill my mind with court drama. Didn't have time to think about the possibilities or secrets that lay within the castle walls. I took a breath, mounting my horse and letting my mind travel to what would happen to the men of the northern region. I hoped they would fare long enough before aid came to them. I prayed they could hold on in time. I kicked the side of my horse, sending him into a gallop, and rode the pathway home.
Sounds like he was riding the horse normally.
You say that, but it's entirely possible kick just means he lifted up his leg and just stomped the shit out of its spine. So what do you think about chapter 14?
Very nicely short, I must say, for a meeting of the Lord.
It's a pretty compact and fucking pointless 5 minute 5-minute thing.
Why is Wimber flirting with the queen? Come on, Wimber. Come on now.
Who can say?
Why is there a queen when there isn't a queen? Help me, Anthony Alonso.
Next up is chapter 15.
Alegord.
It is about the Alegord. Its title is Good Speech.
Will there be a good speech?
Oh, there will be.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. Well, Henry's dead, so somebody's got to give a good speech.
Do you think it's going to be Alegord? Do you think it's going to be William? Do you think it's going to be just one of the soldiers? You know, who do you think's going to tell the speech?
Got to be William. He's the only one qualified. He's the prince.
Yeah, but he's hiding that. Remember, he didn't give his surname just for the sake of hiding the fact that he's the prince. And we got our main character over here.
Well, you're right. It could be Alegord.
Fort Clifton looked sorrowful.
I'd love it if it was a random night, though.
Just some fuckhead gives a speech.
This is a dark time, everyone.
Henry had been taken to his family to inform them about his death. His family were not in Fort Clifton, where Glutoni attacked. I'm glad we needed to clear that up.
He had family. He lived in
Apparently.
A tower for like 50 years or longer.
Wait, yeah, because he protected that castle before, and then when Korg won some time ago, he was forced to stay there the rest of it. So how the fuck does he have a family?
Well, you know, everybody be sneaking off places. He'd be sneaking around.
There were a lot of dead soldiers around, and a few knights.
Korg isn't in control anymore, right? So he's not technically bound there anymore, I think, maybe.
Well, no, because Korg was the first king of Maladin, and so one of his descendants, who's currently Astanis, is one half of the king of the kingdom.
We never find out what happened to the original Korg. He just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, he would. He would. He's too powerful. He
can't die.
He went to another dimension. Yeah, it's a little confusing how he could have a family if he was around at the time of the original conqueror of this land, whose descendants now rule the throne.
Yeah. Although then again, that was only 40 years. So, who knows, really?
Yeah, if that's the case, yeah. But, I mean, he's getting it on, boy. he had it. Who knows what kind of family he's got.
Knights is spelled with a K. Their families were informed about their death, and most came and claimed possession of their bodies to give them a befitting burial. The fortress looked broken, which is to, I guess, say that it didn't look broken before.
That's an understatement.
Fucking Glutoni patched some of the holes.
He didn't do anything, did he? I'm pretty sure.
No, he didn't touch shit. He didn't touch the fortress. The only thing he actually did that would have affected any of the structure was toss Henry's fucking body against the wall. That's it. Everything else was outside.
What happened to him? Did he just leave? I forgot.
Yeah,
Did
he after he killed Henry and all the soldiers, and there were just a bunch of innocents still inside. Glutoni was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to go somewhere else," and he fucked off. And that's not an understatement. It was basically like, "Yeah, he had his full of these people. He's going to go somewhere else."
Huh. Huh. That was my goose honk wondering. So, huh. Okay.
William was seated in the garden. He looked downcast. Alegord had been searching for him. He then walked into the garden and saw him seated alone on his own. Alegord walked and sat beside him. They remained seated for a while without saying anything to each other.
See, he pretty much, like, he's got freaking third person past tense down, like the most common style of telling a story. It seems. I'm pretty sure that's the one most people use for a lot of stories.
I think so.
So, I mean, he's probably read a good few like it, and he seems to have it down when he sticks to it.
He writes in the proper tense when he's writing the proper tense. But those other times...
when the first person comes up, it gets a little wacky.
"I didn't know he was going to die," William said, his tone sounding lonely. No one knew he was going to die. He didn't even get the chance to challenge. What?
Yeah, run against the wall.
People don't die in conflict. We know this.
Pretty sure he did get the chance to challenge the demon in a straight battle. He pretty much did.
I mean, he leapt in the air.
I know. Was he saying he would have done better on the ground?
No one knew he was going to die. He didn't even get the chance to challenge the demon in a straight battle, Alegord said. Why did have to jump from the wall?
Oh my god! Why did you stop him?
If he had engaged the demon from the ground, he would have had better control of things.
Really? Would he? I guess he just didn't have his footing. He didn't have his footwork. He was like a god of footwork.
Henry had always been the fastest and smartest fighter I know. Really? He was the smartest. Motherfucker tried to Hulk jump into the air and just stab a demon in the head.
Gonna have to on that one.
He fucking sent all his soldiers to death knowing their weapons wouldn't do shit. Yeah, he's smart. He's really fucking smart.
Yeah, you don't just kind of face to demon, like he went face to core. You gotta, like, test a few guys on him, test a few cannons, and tell everybody to retreat. Get the heck. Nothing's effective.
But what would happen if Gluttony went face to core?
Oh, shit.
Ooh, Core would win, obviously.
The time would just the time space continue.
Just fractures.
No, Core would win, though. Straight.
That was in the original timeline. That's why it broke and we have this disjointed fucking mess.
Freaking Henry went face to gluttony this time, and he lost again.
So, yeah, that's fucking 0 for 2 for Henry. Dumb bastard.
How the hell did he die from like getting smacked once?
He was grabbed in the air and like flung around, beaten against the ground, and then chucked towards the wall.
Yeah, but it's Henry. Fucking Henry.
Clearly, Glutoni is valued at more than 100 men.
That makes sense. He did kill like 1,000 or 10,000.
He's very good with Ludwig. If he had engaged Glutoni one-on-one, he would properly have won him. But he chose...
He was not facing multiple demons. It was one-on-one. Hell, he had a fucking 1,000 people on his side.
I mean, yeah. But he chose to make one crazy dive from the wall. Whoever gets control of what happens in the air, William asked.
Why did he ask that?
What?
He asked whoever gets control of what happens in the air.
I guess he's saying no. I guess he's saying you can't control a fight when you're in the air, so you're pretty much defenseless. But like, why the hell did Henry jump if it's that big of a deal?
He's the smartest fighter.
Like, how hard would it have been for him to jump down to the ground instead if he would have done like 1,000 times better? This is some straight up high ground. High ground Anakin stuff. Straight chops his legs up.
He was a man I respected so much. I know he never liked me, but I had hoped I could learn some things from him, Alegord said.
No, you didn't. You fucking hated him. You talked shit about him.
You talked shit about him all the time. Why the fuck would you respect someone who tried to assassinate you with mimes?
You can't put it like that, but it's so true. Oh my god.
I don't believe you. I heard you took Ludwig even while he was still alive. Wait, hold on. He was there. He saw him. He grabbed fucking Henry's body and Alegord was just standing there with the fucking sword. He didn't have to hear it from anyone. He was there.
Oh, he means you actually like heard him pick it up.
Everyone in this story is just stupid.
Yeah.
It's a different culture. We just got to figure out what kind.
The one where fucking lobotomies were free of charge.
Well, I don't think they were just free. I think they were mandatory.
It was a sword he cherished. He must have felt like taking it from you, William said. I can't explain what happened with the sword. Once the sword fell off his hand, I felt drawn to it. It was as if something so strong was drawing me to the sword, I couldn't understand what it was. I questioned it within myself, severally then.
What?
Wait, did he say it was a sword he cherished? He must have felt like taking it from you.
Yeah.
Like while he was dying.
While he was dying, yeah.
Jesus, William.
Fucking William's remembering him as he lived, just hating Alegord. That was his sole fucking purpose. He was just bleeding to death, and he's like, if my legs weren't broken, I'd fucking take that thing from you, you bastard.
He's just laying there. Give it back. Give it back.
Oh, fucking hell. Henry was a treat. He was just lying and dying to death in his final breaths. His final words of life were just cursing Alegord.
I think we can all agree Henry's probably one of the best characters.
Yes.
Alegord is terrible.
Alegord's a piece of shit.
We've
got some good news.
Oh,
we'll save that for later.
okay.
We got some good news.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it should be. Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Within myself severally, then. Just want to know that. But I had no answer to it. It wasn't something I could stop myself from. I just had to succumb to it. So he is an innate thief as well. He's like, I couldn't control myself. I just had to steal a sword.
You klepto baby.
It was such a nice sword.
I understand, William said. Well, I don't understand. I need someone to explain to me what happened, Alegord said. The sword chose you. That was why you felt a strong force of attraction drawing you closer to the sword. And I heard that flames came out of the sword after you held it in your hand. Henry said. He's back. He's fucking back. His ghost still pissed off.
It disappears. The sword chose you. That was why you felt a strong force of attraction.
He's just a douchebaggy Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, that's right. Go back to dead, Henry. Go back to dead.
Yes, it was so confusing. I just found myself looking at the sword, and surprisingly, I wasn't confused.
What?
What? Yes, it was so confusing. I just found myself looking at the sword, and surprisingly, I wasn't confused or shocked. I was just there, watching.
Holy crap.
This is accurate. This is the most accurate fucking thing the book has ever put there. He was just standing there watching.
It was confusing that he wasn't confused. That's what was. That's the part that was confused. He should have been confused, but he wasn't. So it was confusing. See what I mean? It kind of cancels itself out, right?
Yeah, but wouldn't it be like it is confusing, not it was confusing, since he wasn't confused at the time?
I don't know what it would be, but my brain didn't accept what you said in any way to let me understand it. So it must be.
Like, wouldn't it just be like, yeah, it's kind of strange. Like, I wasn't confused or shocked at the situation.
Okay, yeah. Well, still, that's just a weird way to put it. Like, it's confusing that I wasn't confused. Like, yeah, well, you mean it was just strange? Or you weren't confused? You could just say that.
The flames mean your heart. The sword believes you have a good heart. I just hope the sword is right, William said.
You know, it's clearly wrong.
It's wrong as hell.
At all. William hates Alegord too, doesn't he? Come on, William.
Well, I mean, this fucking freak stood around, did nothing, and then took his friend's sword, so, I mean, there's probably not the best of friendship forming.
He should be Henry's replacement for hating Alegord.
No. Unfortunately, William's character is reduced to trash to boost Alegord. Later.
Oh, no. He lost himself.
I'm so worried about the king discovering what happened here. Someone would be on their way to inform him about what happened here and about the death of Henry. Henry's death is a great loss to the kingdom, William said in a subdued tone. Motherfucker just hang around in a shitty shack worth, like, castle. They weren't fighting demons until now. Allegedly. Yeah. So, what exactly did they lose?
A man who went face to core. Lost in the blink of a second.
I mean, fair.
He's kind of like just the sideshow, like a circus. A man who went face to core.
Alegord left William in the garden and then went to help the overwhelmed healers treat wounded soldiers. Some of them had fractured bones, while others had varying degrees of injuries from Glutoni's attack. Alegord was so busy, but he had something that was bothering him. It was the fact that Glutoni was still out there. The direction he had headed when he left the fortress wasn't the direction to the Nylons. Glutoni was heading to a particular village located left of the fortress.
Oh my god.
He would most likely cause a lot of harm there, since most of those in the village were farmers who wouldn't be able to cause any harm to Glutoni. Kind of like the fucking soldiers stationed here.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can. It's kind of he's a fucking force of nature.
Alegord was worried. Good sentence. The more they waited, yeah, he was. He's not now. He's fine. He's accepting it.
No.
The more they waited, what?
William earlier said he was worried that the king would be informed.
Yes.
Like about Gluttony attacking.
Yeah.
Why would he not want him to be informed? The guy with the power to call all of the fucking soldiers and lords?
Because this kingdom hates information. I mean, didn't you read chapter fucking 3? A lord had to go on a scavenger hunt to find one injured fucking soldier. I mean, like, this kingdom doesn't like information.
Oh my God, I don't know what the heck, why they want to keep it a secret. There's no reason. He's going to a village right now.
The more they waited and allowed Glutoni to move around freely, the more he caused a lot of damage.
Okay, that's like a future past tense. That is so strange.
Keep in mind, the author assured us he wrote this.
There was... This isn't even like Fiverr work, really. I wouldn't...
No, people on Fiverr at least know what they're doing.
Well, like, maybe someone who's... It's like his third language.
It's not even second, it's third.
Then he has a guy whose English is his second language edit for him, but who's really busy, so he missed a lot.
English is his second language, but he's translating it from Braille.
Oh, God. Well, something had to happen.
Alegord was just coming out from the quarters meant for the healers. He looked around the fortress. He saw William standing by the wall of the fortress, gazing at the spot where Henry had died. Alegord then walked and stood beside William. Looking at the spot where Henry died wouldn't bring him back, and it wouldn't bring any safety to the people of this kingdom, Alegord said to William. Wait, Alegord is speaking in past tense. What the fuck? Why is Alegord speaking in past tense?
Well, no, I think... See,
okay, hold on. No, listen. You're standing at a spot, and some dude walks up beside you and says, looking at the spot where Henry died wouldn't bring him back, and it wouldn't bring any safety to the people of this kingdom.
Yeah.
The fuck type of dialogue is that?
Yeah, he's supposed to be saying won't, because that's present tense, because he's a character talking to a guy. Yeah. I think he's officially just stuck in the past. Or stuck in the future. He's seeing into the future.
What do you...
It's so complicated.
What do you want to have me do? William asked. We need to talk to the soldiers and the knights.
Give a good speech, maybe?
They look so demoralized. But we need to bring them back to themselves. We need to go after Glutoni and stop him from causing more hard to the kingdom.
Uh-oh.
He's eating his fill. He's just delivering porn out throughout Valentine.
Well, we did find out the author's corn preferences.
Look, his name is gluten. He's actually lust. All right, he lusts after food, but he is gluttony. The other one's actually the real one.
You have a good idea. Go carry it out, William said to Alegord. I can't talk to the soldiers, Alegord complained. Wait, are you telling me all of these so that I would talk to the soldiers? William asked in surprise.
Telling me all of these?
All of these
things?
Yes, you're a prince. This is the first time we know that anyone in the castle knows that he's a prince, even though he intentionally went out of his way to obscure that fact.
Oh my god.
It's such a strange conversation, too, because he's like, when was Alegord telling him stuff to hype him up to talk to the soldiers? What? I don't think he was doing that, William. I think you're reading too much into it.
Yes, you're a prince. They'll hear you easily, Alegord said to William.
Princes do speak louder.
The truth is that some of these soldiers don't even know that I'm a prince. I can't convince even a fly, William explained.
Who says that? That was William.
He just sets a fly down on a table and tries to convince it to do something.
Look.
Can't convince a fly.
The horse fly.
Come on. With them long enough to know how to talk to them, please, you've to do this so that we can go after Glutoni. Huh?
You missed a you've been. It's snuck there on the
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, okay. Never mind.
It's at least somewhat coherent.
Alright, yeah, that fixes it. Why the fuck is it over there? Why? Why? Why?
The sentence escaped. It escaped the paragraph.
Damn it. You're now wielding Ludwig. That alone meant to earn you some respect among the soldiers and the knights. Just go. Do it, William said. He picked off the fucking ground.
Neither of them should be giving a speech to anybody. There's a demon, and the soldiers were useless. What's giving them a speech gonna do?
It's gonna boost their morale. Kind of like how Henry told them that Glutoni was a foreigner, and that worked.
well, I guess there's a good chance something else will work too if that did.
One question. The author mentioned when we were talking to him about this that all these demons come from basically a hole straight to hell.
Oh, fuck yeah, he did.
When did they dig it?
In this story.
No, it's not.
They aren't actually like hell demons. They're cursed men.
By the devil, apparently, because either that or God, either that or Catholic gods, plural, because she was a religious blood mage.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Okay.
But even then, if the hellhole was to exist, wouldn't it be on the elven island of Doron? Because that's when they got cursed.
Also, weren't there like specters, like purple specters there still?
No, the Purple Lights was over near Whale Harbor. The story that Henry, not this one, was telling his son was basically wraiths on the Elven Island.
Yeah, the Elven Island, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was like wraiths.
Okay. But they had to go north to the hellhole. That's where hell is. It's in the north.
So wait, hold on. Thinking about it, I can't remember if we brought this up. Why the fuck did their spirits wait until after the demons fucked off to become wraiths?
And what is a wraith in this story, and why, and who?
Well, no. He described them as like black spirits of like death or something in this book. He didn't use the actual term wraith, but it was like life-sucking creatures.
I guess they didn't get into heaven if they turned into wraiths, or unless those things just spawn randomly.
Well, yeah, they wanted to use the power of God to nuke. I mean, you don't exactly get a fucking...
No, the Crusaders, they, in some mythology...
Yeah, but they were going to use nukes for a stupid fucking plan. All right, you get a couple points for trying, but minus 1,000,000 for being retarded.
Yeah, the execution of it was not very good.
Alegord looked
at... convince even a fly.
Oh, that's right, he can't.
I just had to say it.
Alegord looked at William for a moment. He could see that William had no plans to talk to the soldiers. He looked demoralized himself. I mean, it's obvious that Alegord would not understand why he would be demoralized.
I want to write something comedic. Now this has inspired me. A comedy fantasy. Oh, what are these?
Can you imagine the comedy if like someone took this and like took it as the basis, but just spun like little bits here and there? It would be fucking 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to write something this good. I tell you what.
Alegord then gathered the soldiers and the knights. Soldiers and knights of our great kingdom. Today we faced a great threat that defiled every method we used against it. It didn't take us by surprise, but it left us with surprise.
What a play on words, Alegord. Good job.
We've lost good mean. These were men that dedicated their sweat and energy to protecting this fortress.
Oh, he bungled it a little bit there, but he's going to keep going.
Hold on, I need to highlight that. Good mean.
We lost good mean. Shit. I mean, these were men.
Glutoni killed them. Lord Henry was also murdered. It's just a side note.
Just by somebody. Somebody murdered him while this was happening.
Glutoni is not here, but he is somewhere not far from here. He would most likely be causing harm in that place, and after that, we can't be sure that he'll not return here.
There's more of that weird past tense kind of thing. He would, or that's future tense, but it's like a weird version. He would most likely be causing harm in that place. Like, he will is what it's supposed to say. He will most likely, but
again, why most likely? Motherfucker's a demon. He is causing harm in that place.
Or if it's just about to, he's just about to cause harm in that, like something. But he would is saying like he's not going to. That's what it is. That's saying he's not going to, but he would.
He's not going to most likely be causing harm in that place. So, we're all at risk if we remain here and do nothing. Our great kingdom is at risk if we don't go out there and defend our kingdom.
I mean, I guess.
Glutoni might be a demon, but I believe we can destroy him if we remain united and committed. No.
Maybe.
No. No. You were prepared. You had a fucking fortress that you failed to use.
You had cannons.
No. You're not going to win with the power of friendship on this one. You're just going to get fucking killed.
For like 15 minutes.
Yeah. So, I've planned... I fucked that up. It still confuses me, his fucking,
his use
conjoined...
of I've and you've.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, again, I don't think it's wrong English. I just think it's placed in fucked locations.
It's definitely wrong use of it. Like, definitely. Like, you don't...
Well, I mean, it's still I have. I mean, can't you still shorten... What?
No, I mean, it is, but it isn't, because it's like, to do a conjunction, you have to do a proper compound word. You just take out the letter that you're shortening. You can't take out H and A, because that's like a slang version of a compound word, and that's what makes it so strange.
I stand corrected. It fucks with me. That's all I wanted to say. Is it fucks with my head.
It does. Every time I see something like you've, and they continue on without actually properly saying, it's like, what?
So
it works, but it's slang, so it sounds so fucking like it's probably something British. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Wait, they did everything with English. Come on now.
So, I've plans to go after Glutoni right now to prevent him from causing harm to the small villages around. I can't do that alone. I need your help. Let's do this and show Glutoni that we're superior to it. Who is with me? Alegord asked. Immediately after he asked the question, the soldiers turned and started walking away.
Oh.
Okay, I think I am wrong about that, though. I think you can use I've and you've properly, like it. I've got this or you've got this.
Yeah.
That works.
It sounds like kind of like an older Middle English,
yeah.
thing.
But for some reason, it works in some places, but doesn't.
Yeah, again, like where he places them in these sentences just feels wrong.
Yes, it's like he's missing. Yeah, he's missing like.
Got would be the nice word to add in between those two.
Yeah, there you go. He's missing a part of what he needs to make that word work.
I've plans to go after Glutoni. He just adds another one to the compound word.
I've
Hey, you can't be walking away. There is a lot at stake here. We can't allow Glutoni to continue being on rampage. He's playing the arcade game.
It's pretty fun, I think.
Alegord
I did not see the movie.
It's not that good.
Why was there a movie?
Money. Just money, nothing else.
Okay.
Alegord said loudly, but they ignored him and were walking away. I believe that's a present tense on your counter there.
Wait a second. You see, it's so hard. So hard to even know. I think so.
Alegord said loudly, but they ignored him and were walking away.
Oh yeah. Went walking, or were walking away. Yeah. That's a present tense snuck in there. Wait,
William.
Is it?
And were walking away. Ignored him and were walking away. And continued,
Oh yeah, well, I don't
is
know.
it?
That could work. I think it's like a mix of some kind of tense, but like where it still works, it's just real janky. We do need to research these tenses. But if we're going to be critiquing it, all right.
William was standing by the wall and looking at them. Brothers, William called out. The soldiers stopped walking. They turned to look at William. They already knew that it was Prince William that was talking.
They knew.
So he could have just done the speech himself, because he could convince.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I mean, he can't convince. I mean, he said it himself. He can't convince Flan.
That's because it can't speak English with.
He doesn't know that.
He just tries. He keeps trying every day. Oh god.
This is not a fight that we can turn our backs on. I admit that it is a difficult fight, but at least we already had a taste of it, and we know what to expect.
Complete and utter defeat?
Yeah, I mean, they got their asses whipped, and they're like, all right, we know we're going to get our asses kicked again. Let's do this.
A completely invincible foe? That's not going to convince anybody.
I miss that scar so much, I want Glutoni to kill me and send me to Henry.
I want to be a part of him.
Glutoni is... My bad. Fighting Glutoni is not a fight that we're given an option. What?
I mean, kind of.
Is not a fight that we're given an option.
That we're given the option to refuse.
An option. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, but there's never an option to back down, he said.
There is never an option to back down. It is not a fight that we're permitted to run away from. We all saw what that beast did here. He'll do the same in the village which he had run to. But it would be fair if he is going to end his rampage after he is done attacking the village that he has gone to. But the truth is that he'll never end there. He'll go to another village, and he'll continue going round.
And another village.
And will finally come here to finish the business he already started.
Hey, will he? How do you know that?
Some of your families in this fortress.
Oh god, he was just going to leave you. Oh no, he did.
He did. Some of your families.
It's definitely like an old English slang. You could say, some of your families there. Like you can imagine. It's definitely something like that. You can imagine a fucking pikey saying it. I hope that isn't a slur these days.
Fuck it.
It was in a funny movie, okay?
Some of your families in this fortress, while some of your families in one of those villages that Glutoni will soon visit if we don't make any effort to stop him. We'll lose our families. Well, not you, William. Your family's protected.
Like, did they forget they had families there? Is that why they started walking away?
I guess. If honestly, if anything, if their morale's this shitty, wouldn't some of them just run there? Why would they just be sitting around if their family's on the verge of being attacked by the demon?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't get this situation because there's no hope, even with the good speech.
No. We'll lose our families. We'll lose our siblings. We'll lose our wives. We'll lose our kids. And we'll lose ourselves.
And I've got a slight theory he might have used an invincibility potion and it's about to wear off.
I saw this weird floating timer above him. I don't know what that was about, but I think we're going to have a chance on the next go around.
Give him something with it.
This kingdom will be a space occupied by no one. Well, I mean, the demons. I mean, there's got to be a reason they're coming in here, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. We were never given a reason why they're invading.
No, there's
invincible evil guys, I guess. I don't know what the hell's going on. He was hungry. They told us he was hungry.
Yeah, but that was at the very beginning, back when he was still in the Nylands.
Oh, he's still hungry.
No, he's not. He didn't eat fucking anyone here.
Yeah, what the hell? No, I thought he at least ate like 1,000 soldiers and then he took off.
No, they had like a couple hundred at most at Fort Clifton.
Oh, yeah, well, I forgot.
And he didn't. He may have eaten one. Like I'll admit that. I'll admit that if he did. Well, no, I'll admit it. Like if he did, because I can't fully remember. But I remember most of them were just getting stomped on and like slapped.
He really should have been eating them if he was that hungry.
Maybe they were just running away from greed because he just sits around talking about the sun and the color red all day. It's been 50 years listening to this dumbass. We're bailing.
I'm hungry for something besides him. I don't want to hear his fucking voice anymore.
The only way we can avert this crisis. Why did I think this is a crisis? My bad. The only way we can avert this is by taking our weapons and going after Glutoni. We've to show Glutoni that this is our land, William shouted at the top of his voice.
He fucking tripled down on using that fucking compound.
He's a goddamn foreigner. We've got to show him that this place is ours. Why? William then walked down from the wall and then stood beside Alegord. Wait, he wasn't
like American nationalism kind of thing being implanted here.
If you're with us, let's go and give Glutoni a fight he'll never forget in the afterlife, William shouted. Some of the soldiers were now looking courageous. They picked up their weapons and started gathering before William and Alegord. Thank you, Alegord whispered to William.
Thank you. You just imagine.
How does one look courageous?
They got a big smile.
They're just smiling. I'm also trying to save my head, and the king's head, and also the head of the queen, William said loosely.
You know, your father and your mother. Wait, you say it loosely because he doesn't actually have a queen.
He's just egging on the king's delusions of his wife.
Everybody has to. Except his brother, apparently.
Alegord led the way and started walking in the direction that Glutoni had walked. And that is the end of chapter 15.
Is Glutoni walking now?
He's walking slowly. He was on all fours.
I don't know if I'd call that walking, but I guess.
Okay, so is the village he's going to the one in chapter 19? Well, why? We don't even know. It's just I think I answered my own
left. It's to the left.
No.
Yes, that is the village they go to.
That's. So, did it know? I give up.
Yes. That's the whole point of the story. It saps your will.
So, we have 3 options now, since we did get through those 2 chapters rather quickly. They were rather short. Option 1 is go for 1 more chapter. In terms of full chapters, we do not have many left. We have 3 full chapters remaining. Then we have broken chapters that all take place after what was properly written.
Interesting. Are they all short broken chapters?
After the next 3, 16, 17, 18, next 4, sorry, because I didn't include 16. They are kind of short, except for one involving a celebration and needing priests to make statues or lights or something.
Well, we're only got like two or 3 sessions left at this rate.
Wait.
Yeah.
That celebration takes place after Glutony attack?
Correct.
Oh God. Okay. Oh.
Because it's following Astanis looking for a wife, and he meets her the exact night of the celebration. He decides, I'm getting married tonight.
Oh my God. I didn't. Oh God.
And does he get married to his queen? He's already married to.
No. He does not marry his queen. He marries a new woman.
She's Wimbert's now.
So option one is to go through one more chapter, which would leave 3, and then notes and other shit. Or we could go over the timeline that was made using both the book and the notes.
Oh
I
God!
don't think I have the notes loaded up on this computer at the moment, so we can't go over those. Or we can just watch Jared, Cobra, and if we can find a short Cyraxx video, one of those.
Oh, I'm always down for some Cobra.
Yeah, let's do a couple vids, fellas. Let's
All right.
get them. We'll savor the last few chapters.
Let's see. What would be a good, relatively short Cobra video?
Cobra Kai.
There is the bug-infested Bogrito.
Bogrito.
Bogrito. The Valentine's drink. That's a good one.
Oh, your birthday surprise.
Better shut your fucking mouth. Where the fuck is it? All right, give me a second here. Okay, so I had to find the Boglin Chronicles video of it.
Boglin.
Are you ready to see an incredible fucking drink?
Maybe. Is this is there a video clip?
Yeah, I have a watch together open.
Alright, I'm joining.
Oh God!
I'm in.
Oh, here we go. Here
All
we
right.
go.
It's your boy King Cobra JFS. And I promised the fans I'd do a drink combo using this beautiful hand-blown glass that one of the fans made. I should be very careful with it.
I'm not gonna lie, you separate the disgusting, filthy ass drink that we're gonna see get put in there. That is admittedly kind of a cool, sort of glass.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
It should be one of my most prized possessions. This is a drink combo.
Oh.
Making fun of Valentine's Day. Hold on 1 second.
Are those
Fantastic, Eagle.
I was gonna ask, are those King Cobras on the glass?
Yeah, those are supposed to be Cobras.
Did he just fart? Where's that at?
Flavor? I guess.
This drink combo is going to consist of, if you're a gentleman, you definitely want to pick this up. If you're lucky to spend a Valentine's Day with a significant other half, I would definitely recommend getting a bottle of this tasty stuff. This is a Cobe, California champagne. Y'all know it's Sweet Rose.
I have a quick question. Because you haven't really watched much of Cobra other than like one or two videos I've sent you, right?
I didn't really even watch those.
You bastard.
Just like a minute of one of them.
Given, well, aside from obviously this video's title up there, what would you, from his appearance, what would you think like his main content is?
Animal wrangling.
Well, I mean, I guess technically, technically that is kind of true.
That's mostly the hat, though.
Rest in peace, Puff.
People with hats like that, they mess around with the animal. Puff.
Yep.
All right.
I have a sweet tooth for the champagnes. I don't care if it's pink or yellow. We also got some Jose Cuervo Gold Tequila, a couple of shooters to mix in there, and some Fago Fireworks Soda Pop. Some of these shooters are kind of creamy, so it might curdle a little bit. Yeah.
Now, with that knowledge, how do you think this is going to go?
They all seem like incredibly cheap alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
And they never taste very good. So, yeah, you don't mix a lot of alcohol together either. That's a bad idea.
If you don't have someone to spend it with, it's not that big of a deal, because a lot of the people think Valentine's Day is overrated, and it can be if you don't have someone to spend it with. There we go. Oh, God damn it, YouTube.
Good start. Good start.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh,
You gotta love.
I mean, it's a quality opening.
just holding it there, no reaction. Still on his floor or
Yeah. Hold up, my trolls can kiss my Asperger's. Oh, fuck. God damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was real farts. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, they're real.
Okay.
Those are seriously high percentage alcohol shots. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, no, dude, the 99s, they will fuck you up. Like,
yeah.
Damn it. Nasty fucks. Oh, fuck, that's disgusting. Oh. If you don't have anyone to spend Valentine's Day with, honestly, don't trip out about it. Just spend the day loving yourself. You want to tilt it just like when you're pouring beer, so the carbonation kind of gentle. This is the kind of drink I would share with my girlfriend on Valentine's Day, because pink champagne is classy. Excuse me.
Is it confirmed he's got a girlfriend, or is he talking hypothetically?
he is talking hypothetically.
Okay.
He fairly often mentions his 6 going on 7-year dry spell.
What the fuck are you doing with your...
I can't imagine why.
life right now, trolls, because you see how bougie this is? You see how fancy this is? You want gift ideas for Valentine's Day? Get her a couple gift cards to her favorite sit-down restaurant, and a couple gift cards to Bath and Body Works. Speaking of wankers, if you're alone on Valentine's Day, that's what you should do.
Oh, fuck. If we get time for one more video, we've got to go over his fucking wanker sword video.
What the fuck?
You should fire up chatterbaits Crack open some pink champagne. You know, and you know what I'm saying? Have a wank. Fucking, who cares? You find the hottest of age chick you see on Chatterbait, and boom. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Well, they don't have the sick shit on there because they're pretty good about verifying it, you know. And if you want to smell,
fuck, he said of age. How many qualifiers does he normally list?
Of age, cisgendered, alive,
not related.
not related.
Okay.
But what's great about it is he uses those every single fucking time. He says he's looking for a woman.
Okay, yeah, I guess she ought to be alive. Definitely.
It's great because it's so fucking strange. Like some of them you should not need to have as a qualifier beforehand. It should be inferred.
Most of them.
sexy for the ladies on Valentine's Day, you know what to do. Check out Tactical Soap, coupon code King Cobra. If a stupid, retarded boglum like me can smell good for the ladies, you can too.
Dude, the Tactical Soap. Oh my god.
For reference, it's the only time he has ever gotten sponsored by anyone, and he shills out Tactical Soap in like every other fucking video. His discount code, it's like 2%. It's fucking nothing.
He's getting somewhere.
Gotta do is check out Tactical Soap. They have a body butter, which is lotion for your skin, fellas. It'll leave your skin soft as silk. Come on, where my fellow men at? Let's all grunt. What's your most
What the fuck was that?
powerful spell code?
Huh?
I'm putting cheese sticks. Did he just Tim Allen for like 40 seconds straight?
He was just grunting.
That was amazing.
Over the dry spell, how'd you know? So we got the pink champagne. Got a splash of that Faygo firework. Whoop, whoop.
Oh god. That's like bomb pop flavored soda.
Yeah.
Oh god. So he's adding sugar on top of what, like 900% alcohol?
Well, no, he hasn't added in the shooters yet, so that's just sort of like cheap pink champagne. But even then, the flavor cannot be great. I mean, like, I don't think it's the worst. We obviously see the worst later, but...
Okay. Well, you know, it's going to taste like fucking cough syrup or worse.
A little bit
even with just like those two.
Fucking shooter that we do, so we'll just show them off on camera and do a little bit of each one because we're fucking weird like that. Okay, look at that. 99 proof, excuse me, blackberries. Splash of that.
Yeah, no, like each one of those shots is like 50% alcohol. Fucking 99 is, it's strong.
Fucking pour a bottle of vodka in there. Oh my god. I guess his intent is to make something disgusting and vile, or is he actually saying this tastes good?
No, like he makes this, well, not this exact shit, but like filth all the time, and he drinks it and eats it.
Oh yeah, you should see his food hack.
Oh god, oh yeah. I saw like a part of one. Ooh, what was
he
it?
consumes
Nachos?
them.
Oh,
there's several nachos. There's several bacon cheeseburgers. One time he made macaroni and cheese, but rather than using like butter or milk, he used ranch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember something about the ranch.
Yeah, not good.
Oh, God.
We'll try each one of these separately, of course. I've already tried Kinky Pink, so it's fucking delicious. A little splash of that in there. And of course, when you're kissing the girls, you want to have fresh breath, so why not add...
Okay, hold on. What is this? Dr. McGillicuddy's menthol mint liqueur.
Menthol mint? Ugh. I don't know about that.
So he's adding menthol mint to blackberry, whatever the fuck 99 pink is, bomb pop flavored soda, and pink champagne.
There's Kinky Pink.
some of that. What the fuck is this? Menthol mint. Tell you, my trolls could use a Tic Tac. Their fucking breath smells worse than my fucking teeth.
Doubt.
Yeah, well.
That's just a lie.
Are your trolls like, you mean, by that you mean everybody who watches you?
They're always talking that shit, YouTube. Oh, shit, careful.
Ooh.
Nerve-wracking. Ha, breathe. Okay. But yeah, this is a really fucking kick-ass glass, dude. And it's
Does he have a sizable fan base?
If I'm not mistaken, he's had older channels that have gotten kicked, but his current one is now, what is it, like a little over 80 now?
It's over 80. Yeah, it's getting closer to like 82.
Yeah.
How do you have trolls at 80? Come on.
Well, you see, when you make content like this, people find you.
80 out of, I thought there'd be like at least like 80,000.
Well, yeah, no, we're saying like 82,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Thank God.
Then again, Jared keeps getting chased, and he keeps getting his channels fucking deleted and hit.
What does he do?
Jared?
His pony plays didn't seem too offensive.
That was him talking about something else. You haven't seen his proper content. He talks. He has a video labeled "A Message to Transsexuals." He has a video titled "To the Gays in Orlando" after the Orlando shooting. He talks about fucking theories about fucking lasers hitting Hawaii and fucking... Dude, he...
Well, that one's okay.
Let's not forget about Bagel Town.
Oh, god damn it. That was like the first minute in the fucking Ben Shapiro video.
Bagel Town?
No, dude, Jared's a treat. He's a fucking freak, but he's a treat to watch. There's rum.
Splash of that rum. Our next ingredient is some tequila, because tequila makes her clothes fall off, as the country song famously goes. Splash that tequila. Jackson Morgan. I've never heard of this company. I'm going to have to try a shot of this just by itself before I mix it.
And this is the exact moment where things go from bad to really bad.
Wait, what happened? He had a vodka, rum, and... Nah.
Then we're adding this. I believe I hope he describes it. He showed it on the screen for just a moment, but the label's mostly too blurry to read.
Oh, shoot.
But you'll see.
Because I am a fan of peach. YouTube, that is fucking delectable. Now, with the carbonation from the soda pop and the champagne, it's probably going to curdle with these last four, but...
What does he mean?
That's what YouTube wants to see. Oh, that's so gross.
That. That is what he means.
Oh.
That's some gnarly shit looking YouTube. This is nuts. We got 3 more to mix it.
Oh boy, we can find out what it is by scanning the barcode.
Here, we got this. I don't know what the fuck this is. Fucking Rams. I don't know, it's black like your heart when you can't get laid on V-Day. So pour a splash of that in there. Oh, dude, this drink combo is looking so fucking gnarly, dude.
Yeah, that's what it looks like when you know you just need to throw it the fuck away.
Looks like a lava lamp before it gets started.
Now we got our kinky aloha, like, ooh, okay. We'll add our, okay, the kinky aloha is not creamy, so we can add a little bit of that right there. This is fucking ridiculous. And we got this to top it off if we need just a little bit more to do it, but maybe just for a little, yeah, like that. Yeah, okay. Now we're going to see it.
I still want to know what the fuck type of shape that bottle is supposed to be, because all it looks like is a fucking butt plug.
It looks like a butt.
Yeah, you know where that thing gets hidden.
He reached such a high level of alcoholism, he has to take suppositories.
That's for smuggling right there. I don't know what country's ban alcohol.
How much of this we can put into the top here?
That is a weird shape.
Yeah, it really is. Oh wait, that's the top of it down at the bottom. Is it supposed to be like a snake? It's not fucking shaped like one. But there's eyes.
It's got a squiggly tail.
That would explain the pure white creamy alcohol in it. Who buys that? Fucking who buys that?
Women who want to get real smashed in a funny way.
This is just fucking ridiculous. You see this drink combo?
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
It looks like your body would reject it immediately.
All the curdling and the dude. This is just some gnarly looking dude. Okay, like what?
I would drink it.
What was I thinking? Like, oh yeah,
you would drink it?
Oh, I'd drink it just because I know it probably wouldn't taste that bad.
Bullshit.
I mean, come on, you get real drunk real quick. But that's what I go for when I drink.
That's what you'd want to do when you sober up, like you're hungover and need to vomit. You just pour this shit in your mouth.
Well, I don't drink anymore, but if I did, I'd do that to get there quicker, boys. Just a couple sips, you're done. It's over. You can puke a couple times, get it out the way, feel better.
Hey, let's do a drink combo just completely ripping on Valentine's Day, being a silly asshole on YouTube.
I mean, look at the top of that.
Is he implying that he hasn't drank this before? I don't know. He knew it was going to curdle.
Well, he put, like, creamy alcohol in, like, carbonated alcohol.
Well, I didn't even know that happened. This guy's done some stuff.
If you need to be a silly asshole on YouTube, do it up. Yeah, man.
The bottom looks kind of cool. The top looks a little gross. The bottom looks at least kind of cool.
Well, that's because it's starting to separate like oil and water.
Yeah. That's probably what's happening there.
A hot jerky stick right here. It's a classic Hunter's sausage. Should we add it to the drink combo as like a little
No.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. I thought he was getting out a fucking meat straw for a second.
Condiments like they do with Bloody Marys.
Not a sour sweet drink. It's savory. Oh.
There you have it, the fuck Valentine's Day drink combo.
Drink it. Fucking drink it. Fucking do it.
Woo!
Yeah, that. You don't drink that. You don't drink that.
That, your brain looks at that and says, danger. Danger. Colors, danger.
There it is, sitting right there.
Look at it. You can see it fucking bubbling up and forming solids on the top.
Oh, God.
It does. It looks like it's already been thrown up. It does.
It really does.
Just below the surface there. Get an angle on
It looks like mycelium, like fucking fungus. That's what it looks like. Ah. Now let's all imagine the mouthfeel of all those curds slipping down your throat.
Valentine's Day is about getting laid and shoving it in people's faces who don't have it. They say it's all about love, and
Did you already drink one of these? Yeah.
No, he hasn't yet, but there is a perpetual theory that his body just naturally creates alcohol, so he's always drunk. Like he has consumed so much, he just is the alcohol.
Pre-games.
The garbage that he makes for his food hacks, I don't know how he's not 700 pounds.
Or like how he's still alive. The fucking shit he eats is disgusting.
Oh yeah,
well, it could be good for the metabolism a little bit. I don't know. Just some
fucking
weird stuff.
Somehow.
It's human biology. The worse stuff is, the better it is for you sometimes. But I have a feeling sometimes not.
I mean, one of the fucking Bogritos had like couple days old refrigerated Taco Bell and snail meat.
Okay, see the snail meat. Now that could be something real good for metabolism. He adds those funky stuff in there, but you never know.
fucking drink combo for Valentine's Day. I'll give you one. I mean, if you get over the fact that it's curdling and it looks just absolutely repulsive.
If you get over the worst parts, it's actually drinkable.
He's with us on it, at least. At least he's with.
It didn't taste bad before I put the sausage in there, I'll tell you that right now. It actually tasted really fucking good.
Hey, they sneak a sip off camera? Hey.
Yeah.
But this whole fucking drink combo is designed to make my Valentine's Day, so like, yeah.
Ooh.
Call it the Valentine's Day special. That's what we're gonna call this drink combo.
It's special, all right.
Fucking drink it. Drink it.
The
We're all waiting for
Day special, and as Tipsy Bartender would say, and there you have it. I acknowledged that my temper was disgusting. And, so I'm like, you know what? Even when I'm out of alcohol, I've learned to control my temper. Ladies.
Lies. Most recently, he went to a Christmas party with his family?
Yeah.
And he was carrying around this fucking mason jar of nasty ass homemade mead. He was just drinking it, and when someone asked him, hey, that looks and smells disgusting, can you put it away? He flipped shit on his family.
Well, he's trying. Okay, he said he's trying. Oh yeah.
If you have a man on Valentine's Day, he put in the work 364 days of the year, making you feel like a queen, respecting you, doing all he can to make you feel good.
That was a phase.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm here for. Look at that. The eyes. Ooh,
what the fuck? Oh my god.
and kind of
just there. You can see there's introspection going on.
Just a little bit. And I think the alcohol blocks out most of it.
I get a little bit of those curdly bits. The texture. Oh, I'm going black because that's a lot of alcohol for one fucking cup. I know I've had drinks where they curdle like this.
Why? Why would you make drinks like this?
Same thing. Like, why did you have them? He's got some fucking experience with curdling.
But why? Why would you need experience in curdling your drink?
It's kind of like a shock value sort of thing, like you dare one of your buddies to drink it. So if you're not a fan of curdled drink,
no one is a fan of curdled drink, Cobra.
I could be convinced to try it, but I'm not going to say I want it.
You know what I'm saying? Then I wouldn't drink it. And you get like a little spicy.
Oh, I forgot that was the meat stick. I thought it was like little curdle stuff sliding or stuck on the side of the glass.
If the curdles looked like that, it would send a human to the morgue.
I thought it was just like a dense clump of them from when he poured it or something like.
Right.
No, it's just a meat stick.
With this jerky stick sitting in there, just steeping in there. Kind of use it to stir around your drink a little bit. There you go. See, not only does it double as a snack, but you can also use it as a stir stick.
You need to make sure that curve is everywhere.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, it probably doesn't look the most appetizing of drinks.
Yeah, Cobes, you turned it from vomit to diarrhea.
But you can see it's got a nice, pretty pink color, so it's definitely festive enough for the occasion. And this is one of those wait till you're in college moments, you know? Yeah, man. Honestly, I don't think anyone would expect me to finish the curdles, but I plan on doing it. A fucking cocktail worthy of the kings and worthy of Satan and Odin himself. A little bit of meat. Because you know you want to stick your sausage and some of-age goodness, but you gotta wait patiently and make sure it's consenting. So this Valentine's Day, if you're going to a party and you're getting drunk and you're doing drugs and hanging out with people and such, if she consents to giving you sex before and then she passes out, I would say no bueno, home slice.
An important PSA by King Cobe JFS.
Well, that does sound appropriate. But I don't know about the whole wording of giving you. Well,
at that point, I'd watch over her and make sure nobody fucks with her.
You just stare at her while she slumbers.
Because if she wakes up halfway through it and decides she doesn't want it, you can be charged with rape. Now, that's kind of the bullshit with consent, because if she consented to it before, but that's just the thing of it. That works both ways, man. So
he's thought about this way too much.
He's been making plans during his dry spell.
He's covered. He's making sure he's good. He's thought about it. He doesn't want to get caught accidentally.
So, something to think about. Potions classes in session. Professor King Cobra JFS.
There were no students enrolled in this fucking class.
You gotta pure alcohol right there.
You gotta wonder, when the body forces you to make a response that makes you look like you've drunk actual poison, why you would keep going for it.
You know why. Don't predict. We've all been there.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever been low enough to drink curdled shit.
Okay, no, I don't think any of us have been there. Just been drinking too much. It's a rite of passage.
Dude, someone sent him like 4 handles of vodka like last week, and it's already gone, and he's working on his mead.
Mm-hmm.
Like big handles, by the way.
They're super sweet.
He getting free drinks?
Dude, people send him everything. He accidentally doxed himself and his new apartment. So, like, people have sent him fucking dog food, cat food, McDonald's, called the police on him, sent him fucking wood chips. Fucking, just, if you think of it, they have sent it. Like, it's great.
Stay in a cup and it's super fucking boozy. Definitely fucks you up. I'm not gonna eat the fucking jerky stick until after I fucking drink the entire glass. I'm trying to cut down on my drinking, but at the same time, people are like, Cope, where we know
He has not. Spoilers.
you for your crazy drink combos. And it's like, you can have a drink combo, but you don't gotta go ham with it, you know? Well, in this case, sausage. Oh, easy does it.
Ooh, a refill.
Yep.
Slow down, Sonny Jam. Easy does. Whoa, cool cobras. All he does is drink on camera.
He's drunk.
Of course, that's what the trolls are gonna say, but it's like,
Oh, yeah.
sure, anyone can drink on camera, but love my Aussie knuckles. But can you come up with your own drink combos and then captivate an audience with it on top of it? Because anyone can drink and then mix a bunch of random shit together. Because honestly, I'm good for the evening. Like, I could keep going and just going ham on the alcohol, but at some point, it's like, you know what? I'm good. You're trying to attract the of-age ladies.
Just every time he adds those qualifiers, it's great.
But it's all just to cover his ass.
Okay, look, it's Valentine's Day. I'm telling you right now. But man, if you're alone on Valentine's Day, dude, don't stress it. Trust me. The only thing sadder than Cobra's 6-year dry spell on my YouTube trolls' lives. As long as you ain't a sick fuck, I don't give a fuck.
And that is the great drink combo.
Well, we could drink that one day, maybe.
No.
I don't know about that.
I don't even know where to get half this. No, that's so funny. Having to clarify of age every time he talks about a girl. That's sus, man. Come on, man. You know, it's just kind of weird.
Yeah. Do we want to do one more, or is that about good?
Maybe one more.
All right. Should we do another Cobra video, a Jared video, or should we see Cyraxx getting his Xbox bricked by fucking Liquid Chris?
Cyraxx sounds pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, that one did sound like the best.
Let's see. shit. Hold on, I'm gonna have to hunt for it on my actual browser. So Cyraxx is another fun dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's that's a rabbit hole.
And he currently has his Xbox One running and nice and happy.
Nice.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Well, hello there.
Who is this?
Well. Isn't it a surprise to speak to y'all?
That's not.
I am still so fucking glad that Liquid Chris like turned to Cyraxx. It's so good.
Not good.
Mr. Cyraxx, I hope you're enjoying your little package Mr. MF Goon intercepted.
Screw off, man. What got intercepted?
So for reference, because this is not the full video, unfortunately, is one of his fans or someone he knows tried to send him a USB stick with like a jailbreak with a bunch of Xbox games on it. And it was quote unquote intercepted.
His package.
What got intercepted? Wait a minute.
His package. How are you enjoying your little package, Mr. Cyraxx? Mr. MF Goon intercepted it.
What fucking package?
The USB stick dumb.
The one I fucking sent? The one that has my info on it?
Yeah, man. I have it all.
Dude, they're fucking with you. They're fucking with you, dude. There's no way.
Cyraxx, we just bricked your Xbox.
No, I fucking had mods loaded. Those were the ones.
What he just plugged in was a 10 gigawatt kill stick.
10 gigawatt.
That disrupts any technology plugged into it. Mr. Cyraxx, if you don't believe us, try plugging it in somewhere else.
They just fucking sent me my address.
It's done. We know where you are. We have
Oh my god.
We have
Oh my god.
We're in your Facebook. Cyraxx, this is what happened. You Tyler, you motherfucker. This is what happened, nigga boy.
Oh my god.
No, Cyraxx, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna
Fucking goon.
I assume that man is Cyraxx.
Yeah, that's Cyraxx.
He is an interesting fellow.
He really is. Well, that one was fairly short.
Yeah.
Well,
Cyraxx also
Indeed.
pooped himself on stream, by the way.
yeah, he has.
He did what?
He pooped himself.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It was storming out. You have to be. It was storming out. He had to go.
Oh, that makes sense.
Actually, shit.
It's storming out.
Let me offer one more. It's fairly short, but I'm going to have to mute the audio. You guys can listen to the audio just fine. I'm gonna have to mute it on my side. It's a Jared video, and it'll be nice to see to sort of end this off.
No.
I just gotta find it. Fucking.
I'm eating too many cheese sticks.
Let me see. Oh, there should be one on his old channel. Where is it?
Also, soy sauce mixed vegetables taste so good. Just a little vegetarian tip there. Put on some rice, the vegetables, and after cooking them with soy sauce, oh man.
Fuck it. I'll do one of his newer ones. It'll be easier that way.
Also, all the dry pasta is all vegan, so make some dry pasta and put some sauce on it, boy. Some kind of vegetables in there. Oh man, it's just things I did recently. Said, man, it's pretty good.
Huh.
Hey,
It got
what
blocked.
is that?
Interesting. Some copyright company finally found one of Jared's videos.
What, did he copyright something?
No, he was using a song, which is why I was going to mute it on my end. This one will do it, though. Enjoy. Or actually, let me know if it mutes it on your end, too, or not.
No, I'm hearing something.
Good.
Oh God.
Oh, the poses. Oh.
Like
he
every...
He did the bowing. Oh. Oh, he's doing the cat claws.
He fucked up on that.
He fucked up the hood flip. Oh, he checked his watch. Oh, he's looking around.
He still can't do it.
Oh, that hood just messed you up, man. Oh, now the wave. Oh. He loves throwing up them thriller hands too. Look at him. Oh. Oh, yeah, the dab. Get the dab. Come on. What was that? Like fucking. The cowboy. There you go. I'm just making up names. I don't actually know them. Yeah. Uh oh. Take it down a notch, Jared. Or take it up a notch. Oh. Thriller hands, you can't get them. Back to the wave. That's right. He's really. Oh. And now the robot. Okay. All right, Jared. Oh. I think he likes the way he looks in them glasses.
He seems to enjoy it.
You're kind of pausing too much to really make it a dance there, Jared. You're not seamless. Oh,
Really?
Super thriller. Super thriller. Oh shit. My timing. Yeah. Hey, my man's representing. God dang. God dang.
There are others where he's like shirtless dancing on his fucking bed. The one I wanted to play had him fucking dressed as Sub-Zero dancing around.
By God, where did it go? That's the best one. Okay, so I do see some of Jared here. That was some of Jared. Some of what he's got to offer. I like it.
And he does these dancing videos like every 15 videos. And that's a lot when he posts like once or twice per day.
Oh my God. Well, maybe he'll hit something fucking meaningful with one of them. I don't know. From what you said, it sounds like he's got a little bit of prejudice going on with some of them videos. Not really going to hit it big in a good way doing that.
Well, that and when he was on a live stream several years ago, he threatened to kill his parents, like with pure rage. Okay. And he's a known admitted pedophile.
Excuse me, he is a heterosexual. There's a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he is not a good man, but he is entertaining.
Yeah. Well, did his mom yell at him that the spaghetti's ready? And then he said, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
He's had his streams interrupted a couple times by his parents. That was pretty good.
Fucking twice a day sometimes. Bound to happen.
Same with Cyraxx. He is also a fucking deranged goblin who is, again, a pedophile.
Why are they all doing that?
Well, Cobra's not. Thankfully, Cobra's not. He's just a fucking idiot.
Of age, he says. We know that. We know for sure, but I don't know, man. That seems like, thou doth protest too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it might come out in the future sometimes, so don't get your hopes up. All right, fellas, I suppose we've had ourselves a decent session here tonight.
Yep.
We went through 3 chapters like smooth as butter.
We have what? 4 or 3 left?
That's right. Damn, we could have finished this a long time ago.
Yeah, we have 4 left.
I lost communication for a time.
Before we end, the good news.
Oh.
The author got back in touch with us. Apparently he has 6 chapters of version 4.
Version 4?
Yeah, so the versioning's a little weird on this this overall narrative. So the first one is the version 1 is what we have. That's what we've been reading. That's what we have notes on.
I like it.
Version 2 was a fucking atrocity. So it only made it 2 chapters into development. Basically, I can just give a few like notes regarding it, and you'll understand why. So Alegord and Askeladd, still brothers, but this time they're in a village inside of a magical dome, holding a jungle in a desert that is in a world where gunpowder is in mines. You have to mine gunpowder, and Glutoni is airdropped into this village in fucking chapter 2.
Why is Glutoni the fucking villain?
And
why?
In version 2, he has like this musk that turns people into rage zombies. And
Jesus.
After that, they decide to fuck off into the desert because they don't want to bury their dead or gather like food and supplies. They just kind of immediately leave. And the plan was for them to find a pussy knight and journey off to hunt Glutoni, who's sleeping in a cave in the desert. And they cause a cave-in, trapping Glutoni in the cave.
Oh shit, they beat him.
And the villains are still demons, but they're trying to get a warship from advanced ancient elves that is currently sunk at the bottom of the ocean to rise up and strike the mortal realm. But to do that, they need fuel and gunpowder to get it working. And the ancient elves came from space, and they made all of the races by fucking everything. Like, ints were made because they fucked trees.
Hey, that's pretty good. I can't deny that.
So version 2 didn't last long. Version 3 was a legend.
Omnisexual race of space elf. I guess that would be the new term for it.
But now he completely skipped version 3. The few things that he noted about version 3 are completely abandoned. So now we have 4. And so I'm going to allow you to issue out the notes that we know of version 4.
Oh.
Okay. Oh my god. Apparently Alegord's not a bastard in this one.
Oh shit.
He's just a normal guy who has a falling out with his brother from an event. The event is never specified, by the way, at all. Okay. 2 years ago. Korg, Escalade, they're all there, but they're just soldiers. They're all soldiers now, I guess. The 7 sins are the divine authority of God who decide what's just in the world.
Well, they've escalated.
I mean, Alegord kills a demon that's just one of Gluttony's underlings, I suppose. He takes a chunk of it, puts it in his bag, and apparently just walks around and people attack him.
I guess that's probably something he shouldn't have in his bag.
Yeah.
So they're just soldiers and he kills a demon. Okay. I mean, where's it go? Where's it going from there?
The general theme seems to be another Alegord pity party.
He's not a bastard, but he is a victim. Always the victim.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, maybe Henry will show back up and really lay into him and give him a reason to be a victim. There has to be a Henry. There has to be.
You're no victim. Have you seen my scar? He just drops his pants right there. But yeah, we did get an update. It's kind of nice.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
It's still in communication. I like the sound of that. Boys, we might end up with the whole book on our hands soon.
That's the dream.
Well, all right then. Maybe Maybe we'll get some more updates on that by next time. When you thinking next week sometime?
If we can get back into Saturdays, that might work. Because that'll be like maybe 2, possibly 3 more, depending on how much bullshit we do to like completely finish up the story, the notes, the timeline, etc.
Yeah, that should be perfect then. I don't really do much on Saturdays when I know we got this coming.
All right, then keep
Well, just in
Saturdays open
general.
your schedule, bitch.
Yeah, Sunday's my day to run around. I'm gonna go all kinds of places on Sunday. I'm in Las Vegas. Well, alrighty then, fellas. I'll see you next time.
All right. Sounds
All
good.
right. Later.
Later.